Cyber Dopamine. If you're looking for some new games, here are 15 that can give you dopamine and cure some depression. Some you've heard of that have new content, and some are very niche. So the first game is Portal 2, and I get it, like maybe you've already played it or you've heard about it. The reason why I'm bringing this up in this video is because there are 2 separate mod packs that come with complete like A to Z campaigns that you can download for free that have puzzles that'll literally twist your mind and make you fall on yourself. What I'm trying to say is Portal 2 is fun, right? You might be like, oh, I've already completed the game, you crushed it, you're feeling good, like Portal's easy. Download these 2 mod packs right here. I promise you, your brain is gonna sit still in frustration trying to figure out how to solve these puzzles. I don't know who these devs are or what they do, but they came up with some very creative puzzles. And the coolest part about this game is just like, it doesn't carry a lot of weight. It's easy to run. Your battery will last forever. You can pick it up and drop it off wherever you left off. You're not trying to follow much of a storyline. You're just trying to figure out little puzzles, so it's a low commitment. If you're running dry on fumes, this game is so fun with these added mod packs. The next game is something that a lot of y'all comment on, like you're like, what is this game? And it's Shredders. And this game is super satisfying because it's physics based. You know, you got SSX Tricky and that like Ubisoft mountain bike one. Those just feel too arcadey. What makes Shredders special is the fact that, you know, you're working with like upper body and lower body physics. And so landing a trick is more difficult, but way more rewarding when you do it. And this is one of those games where you kind of just play it. It's kind of like riding a bike on a sunny day. You just want to go out and ride your bike. There's no motive to it. You just kind of want to ride. This game is like that. There's no campaign. There's no goals you got to hit. It's just score some points and just ride. Thank you guys for taking the time. This is a handheld focused channel. You don't have to sub if you don't want to sub. But if it's your vibe, it's your vibe. Anyways, here's the next game. The next game is Hitman. And I know we know Hitman, but there's been a lot of DLCs and added maps to this game that have so much content. And what makes this game super special, if you haven't tried it already, is the map design. And the fact that like almost every NPC is simulated in the game. So it's cool because it is super immersive. Like each map has a super strong vibe to it. And it takes you to different places in the world. Like you got a map that's in Dubai. You got one in like, I don't know, the Florida Keys or whatever this one is, you know. And you feel like you're there and you get that like cool feeling. And that's what this game does really well. Plus you got a target, you got to assassinate. So heck yeah. So this next game is one developer. He became a millionaire overnight. This game is called Manor Lords. And it's a city builder. But what's special about this one is the tone. The way it like feels when you play it. You've got the medieval music. Everything is simulated. None of it's like scripted animations. Like it all has purpose. It feels like a living city that you're building. And it's super rewarding, especially on the Steam Deck with the trackpads. But this game is cool because you can really build up these cities. You can go to war and you can, I don't know, that one I've sunk in so many hours to, and I got so addicted to it that I couldn't stop playing it. It really like consumed my life for a bit. But he's added new maps and new DLCs and stuff like that. So there's tons of content in there if you're looking to like build a cozy city. And this game is so cozy. So the next game on the list is Dave the Diver. It's one of the most played games on the Steam Deck, but there's a new DLC and this game has like cool replayability on it. But what makes this game fun is just how cozy it is. You got a sushi shop or whatever, and then you go out and fish and use those fish to make sushi. It's like it's kind of cool, man. Like it switches up. You get basically there's like too many games in one, and man, it gets scary the deeper you go, and it's more intimidating. And it's just a fun, cool game. If you haven't tried it already, the vibe is good, so you should try it. The game after that is one that is so fun because, again, kind of like Shredders, it's physics-based, and that is Teardown. And why I'm bringing Teardown up is because they're adding multiplayer to this game. You've probably seen the TikToks where people make like war simulators inside this game, and it's got like cool like gore physics and destruction mechanics. It's super cool. There's a ton of mods that you can play with and giant cities you can just blow into pieces. And it's fun, man. It's such a good little, addicting game. And that mod support is what makes it so fun to play. Also, I want to give a shout out to UGREEN. So recently, UGREEN dropped this collaboration with Genshin Impact, and it's called the Knight themed fast charging adventure kit. It's all themed around the character Knight. So first off, the power bank. It's got this super cool, unique design. It's super distinct. But it's not just about looks. This thing packs a freaking punch. You got 100-watt output and 130-watt dual output. And so it'll charge my laptop just as fast as the wall charger. And then look at the screen. It shows you the battery percentage and charging speed, which is super helpful. Plus, it's 20,000 milliamps. So it'll keep my devices going for ages. Then there's this charger. Super compact, but it can handle 3 devices at once. So phone, earbuds, whatever, all charging together. And with this wireless charger, it's Qi 2 certified, which means that it's really fast for iPhones. And it even folds up. So it's good for travel. And as you can kind of see here, everything has these little design touches that tie back to Knight. I love when tech gets a bit of personality, Honestly, it's just a really cool set. It's not just tech, it's like a collector's item for the Genshin fans out there. So if you're into both, you'll appreciate the attention and detail. UGREEN has a lot of cool stuff. If you check out their website, you'll probably see something that's right up your alley. I personally have been using their chargers for years now. If you want to check out the limited edition Knight themed design for yourself, it's up to 20% off. Thank you, UGREEN, for sending me this kit. Now, this next game has a special place in my heart, and the deep hyper focus that I got with this game is only comparable to very few games that I've ever played. And this is No Rest for the Wicked. The reason why this is such a fun game on these handhelds is because if you have a Steamdeck Oled, the HDR and the art style of this game is so pretty on these screens. But basically what this game is, it's kind of like Elden Ring with the combat, and it's pretty hardcore like Elden Ring. And you've got you loot, you've got different maps with different enemies. But, oh man, this game is just so fun to grind. It's a grindy game where you got to kill a lot of things and then use your level points wisely for the certain build that you're going for. But this game, they keep pushing out updates with tons and tons of new content. And so the replayability is really good with this game. But there's a ton of stuff in here. And it's a good price, I think. It's almost as if Tim Burton made a game. This is what it would be. And you could totally feel that. It has so much aura. Just be careful because it's super addicting. For me, at least, it just sucked me in. And I had no life when I played it, which is kind of the point. It's like a drug. The next game is actually so fun. It's another physics simulator. BeamNG. This game is so cool. You've probably seen the TikToks. They're all over. But basically, it's just a physics simulated game engine that has very realistic car physics. And again, there's no campaign. There's no story. It's just plan a car, freaking set up obstacles, download mods, and just blow stuff up, crash vehicles. I always like to play the game with my friends and we pretend what our survival chance would be if we crash and stuff like that. And I've got a lot of good memories with this game, and it's always fun to come back to because you can just simulate. You make up stories in your head. I don't know. It brings the kid out in you. And the way each piece of the car is simulated. It's not like a preset. It's like, you go over a log, you'll see the suspension and the springs actually move, and the hydraulic has a difference in behavior. All these cool little things that are simulated. So it's really fun to just drive and crash. The next game after that is Half-Life. I bring this up because it's old. That's crazy we're saying it's old, but it's old. And a lot of the younger generation hasn't played this, but I think what the younger generation should know is that this game is one of the pillars of gaming in general. These guys, Valve, believe it or not, the guys that make the Steam Deck made this game back in the day. and Portal, by the way, but this game was the most advanced. It introduced physics. Like really good physics. And it's super, oh man, the vibe is just eerie. This game will make you feel a certain way that no other game will make you feel. And it's very story driven, very linear. So if you don't want to explore an open world, this is really up your alley. And it's just fun because it kind of like Portal. It's the same guys that made Portal. You know, you have all these little obstacles with physics that you got to solve, and it gets your brain thinking, and you got zombies and people, and it's cool. It's so cool, that gravity gun. The next game is Shoutout. Everybody wants to know what this game is when I upload B-roll of it. And it is by these German developers. It's a small group of people, but they are killing it. It's just, you know, it's kind of like Valheim, but in my opinion, better. You have this beautiful open world with different biomes. You've got the desert, you've got the jungle, the forest, the snowy mountaintops. And it's such a big game. You've got the Shroud, you know, it's like the evil lands or whatever. You craft, you build, you upgrade, you apply skill points, and you build these cozy freaking hobbit villages. It's so cool what people have built in this game. And it's a game where for me, when I first played it, you know, I just instantly got hooked. And it had taken a part of my life away from me. But Uncharted can have that part of my life because this game is just so good. It's super immersive and the music is awesome. With Steam Deck, you're going to get about like 30 FPS, you know, but Ally X and Legion Go, you can rip it just fine. These guys have added so much content to this game. In fact, they just uploaded an update yesterday that added like tons of new stuff. They keep doing it. So this game is always growing and it's so cool. The next game is Ravenfield. This one, again, I keep leaning towards like these simulators, these physics simulators, things like that. This game is cool. It's Battlefield, right? But it's flooded with mods. You know, people make what they want. And so you can download all these super cool maps. You can set how many players there are in the game, and you can put skins on everything. And there's different weapons. There's like gravity weapons and robots and jets and helicopters. And it's just fun to kind of set up a giant battleground, kind of like when we were younger with the army guys, and just spawn in and freaking wax them. Like, there's so many different environments and cool little things you can do. And I honestly spent a lot of time just aimlessly piloting an Apache, you know, just freaking waxing guys from above. And it's just fun, you know, purposeless, but fun. After that, you've got Pineapple on Pizza. I'm not going to tell you what this game's about. It's free. Download it, play it. That's all I'm going to say about this game. Just do what I say and do it. The next game is a newer game that we all are very familiar with, but I really want to reaffirm it to you guys. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This is a game that runs so well on the Steamdeck Oled. And it's such an immersive game. And it's such a big game. You will get lost in this game. For me, I'm at 60 hours and I haven't completed the main mission. And a DLC just dropped today, and there's 3 more DLCs coming out in the future. But gosh, it is so cool to step back into time in central Bohemia and live this medieval life. And what makes this game so cool is it's so realistic, right? The devs that made this game, Warhorse Studios, they're from where the game takes place. They mapped out the city based off of real history and real architecture. And the story, you've got Henry. You don't sleep on this game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't sleep on this game. It is an experience just as good as Red Dead Redemption. But that brings me to my next game, is Red Dead. I get it. You know, it's on niche. But what I want to say here real quickly is that you have to play this game if you haven't played the game. Like, I truly mean it. You have to freaking play it. You're not a gamer if you haven't played Red Dead and experienced it. It will change your life. I'm not going to explain what the game is. I'm just telling you, you got to freaking play it. But this brings me to my last game, which is the newer one that I've been playing, which is V Rising. It's similar to Castlevania. If you ever played Castlevania, it's the same world. And it kind of reminds me of Clash of Clans in a way. It's like you fight. It's kind of like No Rest for the Wicked as well, where you're a vampire, you feast and kill humans and monsters, and then you level up your gear, you craft new gear, you build castles, and you grow those castles and you level up and you just take over the world more and more and more and more. The whole reason is, you're a vampire and the humans killed all of y'all, but you rose from the dead and you were supposed to redeem what the vampires once had. It's a fun one. They just updated it with tons of new content. So if you've played it before, you can play it again. It should be a newer experience. All right, y'all. Freaking heck yeah. Drop, comment the games you like and stuff. All right.